Hey Redux Troubles, is your Judge B coming at you once again for Dagon Vlog It number 2. Yeah, that's not what I'm calling this because it's Dagon Ropa or Zepsu Trigger Happy Havoc. Okay, let's put it like that. Okay, so we're going to call it the Dagon Vlogs. So Dagon Vlog It number 2. So let's start with episode 2. First off, I want to put a disclaimer real quick. I just got my braces retightened, so if I sound like, that I'm doing this and stuff like that, excuse me, because these braces are still getting used to. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we go on Dagon Vlog It 2. Someone dies, and I'm kinda happy about it. Yeah, someone dies, and I do believe I said it in the first episode that I didn't like a certain character, and she's the one who died, and I'm very happy about it. It's actually Naigi's friend. Sorry, I'm really bad with names, or at least I'm still learning everyone's names. So I actually have an image right here to show me names with each character. Excuse me. And it's Mizuno. Mizuno dies. Yes! But first, let's start at the beginning. But Mizuno does die, and I'm kind of happy about it because I didn't like her in the first place. So pretty much, they bring everyone to the rooms. They've instituted a rule to where no one walks out after nighttime. So safety for everyone. Bullshit. So Naigi's going about his room looking at everything and try to go to his bathroom and sees that it's improperly fitted. And Monokuma actually has come there, who I actually absolutely love. I love Monokuma Bear. He actually comes up and explains to him, like, yeah, I'm sorry, bad luck for you that, you got the room that, improperly fitted. To open the bathroom, you need to turn it and lift. Yeah, as soon as that happens, like, that's going to be a major plot, isn't it? Like, it's going to be something really huge that's going to happen. So, that happened. So then Mizuno comes to Naigi's room. Oh my god, these names! And explains to him, like, yeah, I think I heard somebody trying to come into my room. The door was jiggling and everything like that. I'm so scared. And she says, like, I don't know what to do. So Naigi says, why don't you stay in my room? I'll keep you safe. We'll be together so no one can attack us. Well, of course, the whole Japanese thing of, like, no, we can't be in the same room. It's be improper. We don't know each other like that. So they decide to switch rooms. And it's innocent enough. But then it gets kind of weird, though, because she, like, sits there at her desk looking real depressed looking and upset. And it made me think, like, this bitch is plotting against Naigi. She's plotting, like, this is bad. But anyway, they switch rooms, the next day happens, everyone meets up for breakfast, and, like, we got a few people who come in there one by one, and once again, this is just another obvious attempt to really show off the design of these characters, because they really are greatly designed. Like, I love them. They're so funny. They're so funny looking and so great looking. Some of the designs are really interesting to look at. Well, everyone gets there except for two people, Mizuno and Togami. Togami Byakuya. The Bishi. Remember the one that I hate? He's second on my list. I hope he dies next. So, Togami comes there really late, because, like, I'm Togami. I don't care. Why would I care about anything? Because I'm Togami. Whatever. So, they realize that Mizuno's not coming to the breakfast. Why is that? Well, Naigi goes to try to see where she is, and she's dead. It's so, like, it's weird, though, because first off, her blood is pink or purple, which is really weird. I've never seen anything like that. And this is what I have to say about Japanese voice acting. Like, you guys know that I am a dubbed fan. I love dubbed anime. I don't like reading my anime, and I have to read this one because it's not licensed, or as far as I know, it's not licensed. So, I have to read it, but the one thing I love about Japanese voice actors, or voice actress, whichever, seiyus, I think they're called, is that when they do the blood-curdling scream, it's a real blood-curdling scream. Like, I've heard a lot of American people try to do the screams too, and some of them are pretty good, some of them not so much. But the Japanese, they got that blood-curdling scream really down. Because when Naigi saw Mizuno was dead, it hurt me. It's like, damn, this really affected this man really hard. So hard that he passes out. And so they all come to the gymnasium to talk, see what's going on. Monokuma says, yeah, you guys did what I wanted you to do. So happy. So now we do on the part 2. And it's like, oh, they don't graduate? Let's say you have to kill somebody to graduate. Well, no, there's some rules that Monokuma happened to omit. He didn't lie, he just omitted it. It's not his fault. So he pretty much says that, in order for everyone to in order for the person to graduate, you have to go through a trial among your peers. Pretty much everyone has to choose who the killer is. And the rule is, if you choose the right person, the killer is killed. If you choose the wrong person, everyone else dies but the killer. So it's kind of like, wow, we need to be on our point for sure. Now, one little thing though. I know this is based on a game now, but I don't like how a lot of times that Monokuma is really animated. Like times they give him full motions, like a real anime character, moves smooth tweens and everything. But all of a sudden they keep doing it to him where it's like a still frame and moving a little bit. Excuse me. Anyway, it keeps switching between him being full movement and him being a still frame. And I'm not really a big fan of that. I understand it's maybe based on the game, they're trying to bring a game aspect to the anime, but I don't like how it keeps switching in between. Like, stick with one style. Don't keep messing it up. I'll get more into the animation about the thing later, because I actually have some other gripes about it. So pretty much says, yes, we have the trial. But first you guys need to investigate, so check all your phones, because you guys have the Monokuma files. Well, they open up their phones and they have Monokuma files. Pretty much is an autopsy report. Or, I guess what they call autopsy report. Explaining where she died, how she died, there's a bunch of details needed for investigation. And they find out that Mizuno died in Naigi's room, and no one knows about those switching rooms the night before. So automatically, everyone thinks it's him. Oh, wait. I skipped something really, really, really cool that happened. While they're talking about all the trials going on, Junko Inoshima, the model, I guess, the super duper model, as that's what she's called, pretty much says, like, you know what, I'm not doing this shit. Why should I have to be involved with this? I don't want to be doing nothing with this crap. Well, Monokuma, that's what I still love how I don't like the way he's animated sometimes, but I do love how his reactions are. And he says, like, oh no, evil be gone. I will hold this evil back. You will not let me be corrupted. So it's like, whoa, what's going on here? Pretty much says, you can't pass out on this unless it's over my dead body. And starts running at Junko, trying to attack her. Junko, obviously being a bear to a human, knocks him over. Well, then he instituted a rule that he implemented in the first episode. He stated, any attacks to the principal of the school will be dealt severely. And it's severe. He called upon the great power of the spear of Gungnir. And for those who don't know who Gungnir is a spear wielded by Odin. For those who don't know much about Norse mythology, Odin is the father of Thor. Yes, that Thor. Whatever. Real Norse mythology. Spear of Gungnir. Is known to never miss his mark. And he calls out the spear of Gungnir, and all of a sudden, these spears bust out of the bottom of the floor and just stab the crap out of her. Like, she's full on impaled from every single angle she can be. And once again, the blood is pink. And I'm thinking, why would you even bother coloring the blood pink if you're going to show her dead? I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well just show red blood. But I guess since it's based on the game, you got to show, you know, it's the kids. We can't show this real blood. But we know they're dying. But whatever. So yeah, she dies. So that's 2 people out already. And honestly, those 2 people were the most annoying. Mizuno was the one who was like, oh my god, like really cutesy, and I really don't like those characters that much. And the airhead, because honestly, she is the airhead of this group. She is really, really bad, and she dies. I'm very happy about that. And Monokuma says, okay, now go investigate to find out who killed Mizuno. Well, they look at the Monokuma files, and once again, they found that she died in Naigi's room, and everyone, and I mean everyone, just looks. It's like, okay, Naigi did it, but they still have time to investigate and figure out everything that's going on. So, they go into the investigation thing, start saying, look at the dead body in the room that got messed up, seeing how it got destroyed. When they go to see Mizuno's body, I don't know. Would you stop? Thank you. They go to try to investigate Mizuno's body, and something very obvious is right there. She obviously wrote down her killer's name, but she wrote it down in a weird way. She wrote it down backwards and upside down. The reason why I know this is because I'm really good at reading things upside down and backwards. And looking at the characters on my right and looking at their names, I don't know who everyone's name is, it's obvious who killed her. Like, wow, this is like a not so mystery. But what's stupid about it is that these kids actually read it as numbers, and they read it as 11037. It's like, no, that's Leon spelled backwards and upside down. But then I have to remember, okay, they're Japanese. Wait. If they're Japanese, why did she write his name down in English? Yeah, there's a character name here named Leon. And obviously he's the killer because that's what she named. There's no way that's numbers. Those are spelled out words. There's spelled out words in English. Once again, why would you write it in English if you're Japanese? It's kind of weird. But yeah, she got stabbed in the stomach. She wrote down her name in the bathroom, and apparently she was stuck there because the door was ill-properly fitted. So once again, that came into effect. So everyone's investigating, and like everyone still thinks it's Naegi, but they're still investigating. And you actually see him like paired up with each character, and with that, you get to see how boring his design is compared to other designs. Like he was actually next to the otaku character, like really fat, no legs. His name is Hihumi Yamoa. I'm sorry, I can't say these names right yet. And you can just see how bland he looks compared to how awesome he looks. It's like, okay. But they go down to a trash room. These are clues, I'm telling you right now. But we already know who the killer is because the name is right freaking there. They show a glass ball and a torn piece of clothing. It's like, okay, it's a ball. The guy's a baseball star. I wonder who did it. So they go into they about to go to the class trial, and everyone still thinks it's Naegi. I guess because they can't read English or something. I don't know, but that's still weird. You're in Japan. You're all Japanese. Why would she write the killer's name in English? Like maybe there's no Japanese way of spelling out his name, but I would think there would be. But whatever. So, we go about this thing, everyone still thinks it's him. They say, yeah, we're going to blame you. You're the one who did it. Rah. But then, as they're going to the trial, Kirigiri, yeah, she's a mysterious girl, the one who doesn't really talk or say anything. She pretty much says, like, hey, you need to get on the ball and get this solved, because if not, you won't have a chance to save Mizuno's spirit or some kind of bullcrap like that. Pretty much, I can guess from that she knows he didn't do it. Not sure how she knows. But, like, if you know that he didn't do it, why don't you just say so and try to help the boy out? You see him, he's freaking out. He just lost his best friend. And instead of trying to help him out and say, hey, it's going to be okay. I know you're not the one who did it. It's like, hey, you should really figure this out. Good luck. I don't know. That's the story. Now, I will say one thing about the animation. Sometimes the characters don't seem to fit in the story. Wow, I'm lisping really badly. Like, when Monokuma's walking around, he looks like he's just floating in space. There's no kind of way of showing that he's actually there. I don't know, it's just like the texture and the art style of the backgrounds and the rooms is very in-depth and like kind of reminds me of like the Count of Monte Cristo, that anime. But the characters are done in the basic anime type of drawing and style, which makes it just clash and not fit to me. But it still is a greatly designed. Each one of these characters are greatly designed, and the scenery is actually really greatly designed too. I almost forgot too, something that made me even not like Mizuno anymore. I will do this and I will wrap it up real quick. While Naegi was investigating, he found Mizuno's. I can't keep looking down because I keep looking at their names because can't get these names right. Look at Mizuno's DVD to see why did she freak out. Like, for Naegi, we saw that was his family was like captured and damn near probably killed and his house destroyed, so he needs to get out and go save his family. Mizuno is a pop idol. She's part of, Backstreet Boys, but girls. Backstreet Girls. Say that. And in the DVD, it simply says, like, hey, the group's going to get disbanded. What do you think about that? I was like, really? Her freaking out last episode was because her band got disbanded. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it looks like that, the members also got killed too. But the message in there says, like, this group got disbanded. Find out why it got disbanded when you graduate. I love Monokuma sometimes. He's just really funny. It's like, okay, now he had a right to freak out. His family, his blood was threatened and in danger. her singing group got threatened, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, I need to get out, I need to get out. Like, really? Like, I understand if you're like really, really good friends and you have to be together and everything, but it makes no sense for you to freak out that hard. And speaking of which, why are you freaking out that hard for a group when your family could be in danger? I don't know. Maybe they'll answer more in the next episode. I don't know. We're going to find out in the next episode exactly why Leon did it, because we know Leon did it, because we're English and we can read English. English. It's not 11037. It's obviously Leon upside down and backwards. Yes, I spoiled it for you. Get over it. Anyway, so the next episode is going to be a trial of them trying to figure out why Leon did it. So this has been a daggone it vlog. I hope you like it. See you guys later.